Hey guys, big announcements today. Just an exciting time at IOL as we continue to progress the product into its next generation phases. With these, of course, we're working towards our 2.0 launch in August, and with a lot of product enhancements and improvements. And one of the ones that we're going to be talking about today is the My Leads area right here. Many of you guys have been wanting and requesting to have this area revamped and cleaned up to manage your leads better. And we are excited to tell you that those changes have been made and they are available on the system. I'm going to talk about those changes today and just how they affect how you manage leads and work with them, and just some of the cool new features inside this area. So let's get started. One of the main things is, of course, you can still put your email address in your carrier and be notified via SMS text message when a lead comes in with that lead data. That's real important, guys. They say 85% of lost sales is due to lead neglect. And so the quicker you can get back to those leads, the better. The second that lead comes in, call them up on the phone, and you'll have that information instantly to your text on your cell phone. The second thing that I wanted to talk about, which is one of the big changes with this lead area, is you can now sort your leads based upon your campaigns that you're running. Before, all you had to do, you had to deal with all your leads in one area. Now you can actually drill down and select a single campaign and see just the leads relative to that one campaign, and see how that just swapped out there. And that's super cool, all right, because then you can blast just one message out to just that specific campaign depending on which ones you're running. The other thing that with blasting out is you can then select those leads, and of course you can send an email to them. See how easy this interface is to use, guys? It's just select, send, submit. And then that'll take you into the area to submit that message. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about those messages in just a second. A couple of other things is, depending on the number of leads that you have in this area, let me go ahead and click back here. I'm going to scroll down the bottom here. Depending on the number of leads that you have, you're going to see a new area down here that says number of leads per page. So you can actually say view all. And before it was restricted and you had to click next, next. Now you can actually see all your leads on one page, or if you're running, if you can set your default to 100, 200, or 300 depending on your bandwidth and your speed. You can also navigate through the different pages right here. So that's been an improvement as well on the page, in addition to the send email. We also have the download to CSV, and this is, let's say you want to take all your leads out of the system to move them to another platform, or to open them up into Excel, or be able to manage them. You can now download all your leads to CSV as well. Now let me go up here, and I'm just going to show you a couple of really cool things. So let's take, for instance, some of the new changes that's taken in effect in here. One is, as you go across a lead area, you can edit the leads, you can see the dates. We do have this Facebook ID in here, and if they actually went through your funnel, you can click on the Facebook profile ID, and it'll actually open up Facebook with the actual page of that individual user on Facebook, and you can see them there. And you can see who's clicking through on your leads, which is just huge for socially connecting and working with your clients socially. So you'll see that area in here. Another thing that's really cool in here is, let me go back up here, is we added the ability to change the sales status, or when you're working with a client, you're taking them through a sales cycle, for instance, like contact, first contact, presentation, closed. You can now click this link right here, and you can set a sales status. I've called this person, I've left a message, they've asked me to call them back, I've presented to them, I've sold them, they're not interested, I sent information to them, this is a hot lead. And you can simply select that by clicking on the area. See how that changed to hot? So if I clicked on this and I set that to presented, look how quickly that changes the status. So now I can keep track of where each one of my leads are in the sales process, which is just huge. Now this next item I'm going to show you is extremely cool, okay? See where it says sent and open? Many people have asked, what is this and what does it mean? I see these red dots and green dots. Well, this area has been completed, and I'm going to show you what you do here. Let's take a lead, and let's take Bob, for instance, and you want to see what progress Bob has had in follow-up with the autoresponders. So what happens is, when a lead comes in, this platform, Interact Pro, will start sending them the autoresponders or the pre-written email messages that go out to them 1 day after they fill out the lead form, 2 days after they fill out the lead form, and so forth. Well, if you'd like to see which one of those have been opened and what messages were sent, you click the view here, and what that's going to do is that'll actually open up a list of all the emails that were sent to them, and you can see whether or not they opened them. Like this one hasn't been opened, that one hasn't been opened. This one, here is a link to my video, was opened, and you can actually see the message right there of what they received and whether or not it was open. So you can see and track what's happening with each user and which messages are opening. So very, very cool feature there, guys. And this whole lead area with these improvements just makes it an extremely powerful area to manage your leads. And if you're working with a team or you're selling products and you want to increase production, get trained on this system here and get used to using it, because that's what's going to make the difference between how well you manage those leads and close those deals. 80% of lost sales is due to lead neglect. We recognize that. And so we wanted to solve that problem by giving you guys the tools and resources available to never be neglecting your leads again. So just super cool. A couple more items I want to talk about with this improvement. I'm telling you guys, we are just tearing it up on this product. And I mean, this is just the beginning to some of the changes that's coming out in this 2.0 version. You're going to love what we have coming, but you're seeing the quality and the time that's taken for each individual area to perfect it so that you can use it with you and your teams. So the next area I want to talk about is when you're working with the lead, for instance, and you're setting the status to hot, you're able to track what's been communicated to them. The next thing is this send button here. Previously, you had to click send and you would select a message, right? And then you would have your message in here you'd follow up with. Well, now you can actually type your own message in. Hi, this is follow up, right? And you put your body message in. Just wanted to say thank you. And you can then save that as a template or send it to them. So let's say I wrote a really good response letter that I wanted to use over and over and over again. I can click the Save as Template. It refreshes the page, and now it appears at the bottom. Hi, this is follow. Boom, loads up the template, and I can send it to them. So now you can actually follow up with your users and be smart with your follow-ups and have individual messages tied to individual campaigns for sending out. Very cool communication piece. So this is in addition to the traditional autoresponders. This is like if you have some specific information or follow-up emails or questions. Like if I'm talking to somebody on the phone and they say, hey, I don't remember watching the video. Hey, no problem. Let me send you that video real quick. I don't have to go write up an email and put the links in. I can come inside here, select the template, follow-up video message, boom, and now there it is. It's out to them. So a very cool feature, Save as Template. Last thing on this list, let me go ahead and click cancel there, that I want to talk about is the add lead feature. You can now actually manually add leads into your system. So if you're talking to somebody, you run into them in a restaurant or just happen to come in contact with them, guys, you can now add them into the system and start tracking them. Everything from the emails that go out to them all the way down to making sure your sales status is correct with them. And so now you can add your own leads in manually. I know you're probably wondering, can I import leads into the system? No, you can't import leads in the system at this point for spam reasons and so forth. We will be in the future adding the ability for you to add your own SMTP server to this, at which time it will unlock those features like importing leads and so forth. So just because we're managing this on our own SMTP servers, we have to be careful about spam laws and making sure that we don't burn up those IP addresses. So just keep that in mind. Guys, this is the upgrade that everybody's been waiting for. It just is just awesome. And the changes here make it so much easier to manage your lead data, to follow up with your people, to be able to duplicate your efforts with your teams and show them a system that they can do the same thing that you're doing and teach them your methodologies for managing lead data and how to work with them through the system. So I hope you've enjoyed this, okay, this update. This isn't it, guys. As we move into the future months with IOL, and as we progress forward on this product, and we get it to the point to where we're in August, we're launching that 2.0, you're going to be blown away at what you see. Some of the new changes that's coming, just awesome. These last few months, we've spent revamping our commission software and really focusing on that. Now that that's completed, our focus is back on this product, and we're just going to put some really cool tools in here and resources and make this thing just scream. So hope you've enjoyed it. If you're getting this message and you've haven't logged into your system for a while, or you just need to get remotivated to get back in there, I hope this video has got you excited about some of the changes that's coming in place, and I hope that you can recommit yourself to generating leads for your business. I know you can do it. I know you can go out there and build incredible businesses online using these tools, and that's our goal, is to help you do that. So appreciate your time you spent with me. Thank you very much. My name's Aaron Warner, again with Income Out Loud, IOL, discussing the leads area in the Interact Pro system, guys. The Interact Pro system. Hope you've enjoyed it. Appreciate it. Thank you.